Okay, so I heard something very true in Jeff Giamolva's last training. He said that in order for things to change, we have to change. And that the biggest fear for most people is change. So tonight, I'd like to work from the perspective that the door to success swings inward. And I want to talk tonight about how our behaviors are driven by our emotions, exactly like fear, and that you may not even know you have fear. However, to me, after a journey of 4 to 5 months in this company, if we're not working consistently in our business right now, I believe that that is not a lack of time, not a lack of contacts, not even a lack of confidence. It's the presence of fear. And what you fear might be different to what the person sat next to you in the team fears. But like that person, you came into this company with a goal. And I've talked to every single member of our team individually about their goals. And I know deep down that fear is at play because my team members aren't showing up and plugging in consistently to achieve their goals. So that's really what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to name that. I wanted to, when you name something, you take its power away. So let's name that and work on it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Excuse me.
Maybe it's not fear. Maybe it's another emotion holding you back from going all in your business, but it will be an emotion. And somebody else I've really grown to love listening to in our company is Ramasio Fulcher. He's another one of our great leaders, and in pretty much every single teaching I've listened to, he says, if you feel good, you do good. And he always repeats it. If you feel good, you do good. So let's get you feeling good tonight. Let's get that good energy flowing. Everything is about energy. Life is all about energy. We're vibrational beings interacting in a vibrational universe. Our feelings are vibrations, and fear is a negative vibration. It's a paralysis of action. It closes us down from the opportunity for success. And right now we have the perfect formula for success standing right in front of us. And that formula is that we can make a big financial return in a short amount of time with the new incentive, the new starter incentive, that can be as quick as 7 days. And that's extremely unique. We have an even bigger long-term return and a system that does the heavy lifting for us to make that return possible. And some are saying in this industry that it is the most simple multi-level out there. And this is not about money. This is about us. It's about our impact. It's about our legacy, pioneering the technology that is going to change the way people look after their health, and thus in that, changing the face of our healthcare. And from the conversations I've had this week, the articles I've read, even listening to, some of your health bites, talking to the Diabetes NZ guy, I know that what we have, Apple and Fitbit are seeking. And our power lies in connecting people to our solution, who need our solution, but who also want the opportunity to change their situation while we still have this head start. And in terms of what this means to you, this is really like buying into Apple way back when they started. It is the Steve Jobs moment. And it's almost that question, a really powerful question. Do we want to throw it away because of fear? So fear and I are intimate friends. And guess what? The people that we're reaching out to also have their fears, their insecurities. So what do you think they're going to hone in on straight away if we put our fears out in our vibrations? Straight away, we're going to get the people who are afraid of getting started. We're going to get the people afraid of their own success. We're going to get the people who don't think that they can do it. And we're going to get the people afraid that this opportunity is bigger than they can handle. Because our energy is more valuable than our intelligence. So I really want to work tonight in the time we've got on how I can help you shift your energy around so that it's completely positive. I want to look at the tools that I can help you develop so that at any moment you can shift your energy back if it starts pulling towards the negative, away from the positive. And I'll give you the clue in that the answer there lies in the very powerful personal development that is available in our company. We've got lots of opportunities to plug in and show up and listen and learn. And I really believe that if we don't find an hour a day, an hour every other day, that we really are in the wrong place, and we're also going to stay in the same place. Because if we look at our leaders of the company, those that are doing well, they've achieved so much in 1 year. And whether you believe it's impossible or possible, you're right either way, you know? Yeah. There's no difference between us and them and us, apart from our mindset. And there's no difference between success and failure, apart from the people who quit first or stop, you know? And fear is no reason to quit. Fear is no reason to stop. And fear is simply a reason to change. Fear is an opportunity to figure out what you need to be able to do to conquer your fear, to look your fear straight in the face, square in the face, and say, I'm not going to tolerate you holding me back from going in all in my business any longer. You can ask yourself, what would happen if I removed the fear and just started connecting with people? If I just started a conversation simply to find out whether they're open to changing their situation, you know, just start talking to them and finding your common ground with them and being humble. This is where your story comes in and your why comes in, your message of change comes in, because this is what's going to make you truly and deeply connect with them and them to you. What if you just forget the outcome of the conversation and practice just connecting and inspiring? Another question that is good to ask is, would you get involved with you? Would you want to be led by you based on what you're doing in your business right now? So when I do coach my clients in my other life, I always end on a mutually agreed action. So I want to set one with you, Lynette, because you're here. Something that's going to take you closer to your goal. But first of all, I want to ask about your negative vibration. Is there a negative vibration? I know that you kind of giggled when I said fear of your own success. Is that something that's with you?
That's quite personal at the moment with what's happening with my business and having to move, and something I've actually which is more to do with me as a person, which I'm not going to share being recorded, but that's a huge thing. It starts with, because my first priority and passion is my remedy, and so it's involved in that, and of course everything you do branches out from that, because you know Hilo is part of my branch from my remedy. So it's actually hilariously something that Chris and I were working on in the weekend, all about the words that came up were fear, worth, success. My big issue, which you know at the moment, is physically time. It's time, you know, moving clinic and resetting up in a whole new place. That takes time, but the fear is second. It's fear of success and trialing a new way of doing something which is so opposite to anything I've done before. But it is only the fear of what someone might think of, oh, she's got this kind of thing to sell, as opposed to forget how you get it. Because you know that my focus is health-based as opposed to business-based, and I'll work on that. But I feel if that's where you are true, then that's where you'll get success. So that's totally the road I'm going down. And I really don't care if it's how it's sold. My attitude is getting this technology to people, as basically I was saying the other night. I'm actually losing that fear.
That's good.
Everyone who knows about Helo knows how it's sold. So I don't care about that anymore. It's like, this is actually an affordable, wearable technology that you can wear. And I'm so happy to hear Diabetes saying, and here's the one that, only 1% of you can afford to wear. So I was like, sweet, we'll just sell it to everyone else.
Well, that coming out of that that whole diabetes section on the news and things, and speaking to various people, we had a guy who lives locally come round, and he just got fitted with that unit. Was it Dexcom? I think everyone who gets diagnosed gets the opportunity to have it for a month or something like that. And he said he'd love to have it, but it costs him $1,000 a month or something to have it, or whatever it was. And diabetes doesn't discriminate. It doesn't only affect rich people who can afford to treat it.
No, in fact, it's very much type 2 is very much the opposite. And I think, the focus of diabetes is going to be, let's put one of those on type 1 and children. Great, go and do that. And I think they should do that. But for the created and the pre-diabetic, that's where I see our power is. Let's stop people getting there, because it is fairly irreversible. And then all we've got is this thing that measures how bad life just got. So, I think it's better to use it to go, life's going in this direction, and let's stop it. So that's our market, definitely.
You mentioned there that your fear is shifting. So if there was somebody here watching this video and they're in their first couple of weeks, being on the journey that you've come from to where you are now, what piece of advice would you share around exactly that, about your journey with your fear?
I think it's to clearly identify what your passion about Helo is. So my passion is about the health benefits and what I'm going to do in clinic and how it's going to help people. That's a passion. So I've got no fear. I can talk into that, and then this is how you buy it, and great. And if you want to be part of it, fine. That's, Whereas if you're maybe like Wayne or Chris even, who's very split, it's about the business, then that's great. But just clearly identify what it is that you actually are excited about, and then that's what you are able to sell easily.
Well, the good thing is that it is very easy to go down either path. And
that's common ground.
And be successful in monetary terms, in helping people terms, in any.
That's my foreign ground. It's like, so rather than being scared of it, I'm like, fine, that's just part of it, and I need to learn that. But I've got people like Leslie and you and other people who go, hey, look, I get that stuff, and until Lynette gets it, there's that backup. Whereas my focus is what I'm good at. And, sales, it's got to be what you're good at, not what you're bad at, right?
I could sell cricket bats to anyone in the entire world.
Yeah.
But I couldn't sell crude oil.
Yeah.
So if we're thinking about
sell vitamin C.
If we're thinking about tools, so we're thinking about tools, it's finding that thing that we're confident about, that thing we can consistently be confident about, so that when we're talking to people, that's the higher vibration, that confidence, that excitement, that power that's going to shift out that negativity, that negative emotion, fear, apprehension, doubt. What tools can we use so that positive vibration is the one vibrating more every single day, so that ultimately that fear shifts straight out?
Repetition.
Okay, so what does that mean in terms of our business?
Actually talking about it all the time, doing it, learning more about it and doing it. And again, that comes down to making time for it, which is what you're saying before. And also once you've got what you're confident in, looking at the stuff that's more challenging.
So shifting yourself out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Yeah.
We noticed from doing the webinars for a couple of weeks that there were some aspects that we could talk about for ages. And there were some bits of it where we didn't feel comfortable even bringing up. And we
that's what you go after.
Yeah, and so, you know, we've stopped doing them because we still haven't quite found and stopped doing in that format because we haven't quite found the right combination of fact and anecdote and personal experience. And, you know, we're just and passion. We're still trying to put together the right formula. And I don't, you know, we may never find the perfect formula, but you listen to people like Jeremy Roma speak, and he has that in spades. You know, he's got it just down pat.
But he's got time and history in it as well. Like when we do our Health Bites show, it's an hour, and sometimes we get about 15 minutes to discuss the show. You've seen Claire, eh?
Yeah.
You know, what is it? Where is it? What's it about? Okay, I know this. Go, and it goes well. And so, you know, you can't actually expect to be an expert in something that you've only just come into contact with in the last.
And our system doesn't expect that, and that's the great thing, you know. The webinars and the 3-ways really are the power for us to be able to hand over to somebody who knows a little bit more. Take the reins, but it's important that we go on that journey with our prospect. So
we'll never.
You never learn. You know, that the repetition comes in there. I've heard Leslie say the same things over and over and over again through 3-way after 3-way. 3-way after 3-way, and
it's start hearing it from yourself soon.
Yeah, I can start to go, okay, I know this stuff. I know where Helo comes from and the vision of Helo and the compensation plan, and it starts to come. And that, I guess, where you know, Leslie talks a lot about numbers. She's always after our numbers. How many? And that actually is so important, because that there is our repetition, because we aren't going to connect with every single person we talk to. We're just not. Maybe even just 2 out of 3 out of 10 people we're actually really going to be able to connect to and have a conversation with. And probably 2 or 3 people isn't enough to actually bring one of them into the business. So it's about our numbers. It's about reaching out to enough people to find the ones that you connect to, thus finding the ones that are actually going to want to take this opportunity forward.
And my action plan for that, because of time, has to be go to heads of corporations, do Health Bites, do I have to hit 10 people at a time through one person or through 1 hour. I can't do the one-on-one. I just don't have time for it.
But then that could just be smart.
It is. It's totally smart. So that's, you know, so for me, and I am in a holding frame, like I say, till I've actually got the time to put into it. So I've invested now, because I am really waiting for what's coming up with diabetes. I'm waiting for that. And, you know, that's that. And, you know, you and Leslie have always known that's why I'm here to really, and all the other parts of the actual blood monitoring, because that's my passion. But I'm getting my why and my thoughts sorted as I'm going along. And crazily enough, I've actually managed to get a bit of a team together, which is unbelievable, really.
You have a phenomenal team. And what you, like, I know I've said it to you on Messenger, but what you have in front of you is the most golden opportunity. You have credibility. You have people that trust you. You have a product that is powerful. You have something that no other product yet has. And you have a platform to introduce it to people, support them to use it, and then things like the LifeLog Health that is going to help you to advise from the personally generated data. And then you've got the data feeding back to you on other things that are going on in their health that is going to give you as a homeopath, a naturopath, as the owner of My Remedy, more business. Like, you literally are holding on to a gold spoon, you know?
No,
it's powerful.
It's totally phenomenal what's going to happen. And one of the things that I've done on my list that I had to do was I actually have got 2 free days happening next year, not 1. So, I mean,
Oh,
you
wow, okay.
make some space, yeah.
No,
It's
that's
quite cool.
amazing. That is amazing.
Mm.
So the thing that I was going to, what time is it? 5:02. Yeah. So we'll go into questions at the end. And I'll just, with the last 4 minutes, say, what was I going to say? The numbers. Like, you know, if you're just having conversations with people, use that as your opportunity to show your confidence, to show your conviction, to show your consistency. Because the formula, and this is again from Jeff Giamolva, I really liked it. The formula to inspire a decision is what people know, plus what people see, plus what people feel. So, I mean, that's incredibly strong, because they will see your consistency. They will feel your confidence and your conviction, and they will know what Hilo is and what the opportunity is because of our system. The 2 minute, 7 minute, the 30-minute, or a webinar, you know? So, yeah, what action would you like to take forward across the next 7 days? As it's just you here, let's take the opportunity as if this were
well, my action is to talk to this corporation tomorrow. Got the meeting booked, and just explain to her what I know. I'm going to show her the video, and I'm going to talk about the opportunities for her company. So yeah, that's my big tomorrow. Quite excited about it.
It's extremely exciting. What have you taken from tonight that you can add into your own delivery or mindset?
It's pretty much just confirmation of what I'm doing. I sort of I'm basically there anyway. So unfortunately, with the having to find a clinic, not quite what I expected to be doing now. So it's put time in it, but I've it's still having the meeting, still going ahead, and I'm just actually I'm not particularly worried about what they think of the way it's marketed. I'm just going after what I want to achieve with it. So yeah, so kind of just confirming
with Craig Jeffries, the endocrinologist.
I was going to ask
you have that conversation yet. His interest at such a level that we don't believe that it will even
be a
factor because of his belief in the power of the device. So obviously it's our conversation is, how is this sold?
Yeah.
We didn't do it intentionally, but in retrospect we've realized that it is the better way to sell him on the vision, to sell him on the power of the product. And you know, he's also, like we've said to you, he's almost resold back to us by saying, like, do you realize how many devices have come onto the market previously that have been a complete pile of crap, costing thousands of dollars, and people have bought every single one of them, because that is all people are looking for, is hope.
Hope and fear also drive sales.
Absolutely. And you know, that's one really important thing that we need to, I think, say as well, is like when we're connecting with people, if we're connecting in a way where we do hear them and we do listen to where they are, and we do find a common ground, and we do find, you know, the match to their situation and our situation, that is one thing that we can really powerfully give them with our business. Either the business or the product is hope. And that's so, it's in our world, what the world's going through right now, that's a really amazing thing to be able to do.
Well, that's why we're
that's exactly why we're all here.
Yeah, there's definitely, there is this in our team, but it could, you know, we could be so humanitarian that we hold ourselves back, and that's you know, it's the black and the white that, you know, in our shadow side, and it's just about actually addressing it and dealing with it. So that's my fear. is the other side. The way I'm coping is by doing what I can do really well as I face those fears and as I get that under my, get that under control, really.
Yeah.
I am trying.
And it's a learning curve, isn't it? You'll lose people on occasion because you don't have the confidence in that side of the equation. But you'll also pick more people up because you have extreme confidence in the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's like
what's your skill?
Yeah, I guess kind of an analogy that I've come across a few times is, when they're banning smoking in all restaurants and bars and things, and people were saying, yeah, but this one should be smoke-free and that one shouldn't be. Maybe they can split them up half and half, etc. And people going, yeah, but this pub will lose all its business because they all smoke. But they'll also pick up all of the non-smoking business.
Non-smokers,
that's right. Won't be going because they didn't like the smoke.
Yeah. There's enough to go around, eh?
Yeah.
Like attracts like. So you will, if you're confident and proud and have that posture, even if your passion is the health side, you will pick people up that are passionate about
through the business side. Yeah.
People like Jeff Jamolva, because of his posture in the business side, he picks people up who are interested in the business side. But if you go out there and you don't have belief and you don't have the posture and you don't have the confidence, you're not going to pick anybody up on anything because that's what they're going to feel straight away.
Yeah,
and I don't think that we should see the humanitarian side as weak, as long as we don't assume. I think the important thing is when we're speaking to people, not to assume what they will see as important. Like we have to be completely open to.
And you as a coach know that when someone say a word sad, don't assume you know what that means. What does that mean to you? Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Cool.
Okay. So we've got a few minutes left for any other questions.
I can't log on to my back office again. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Did you ever change the password?
Yeah, I did, and now nothing's working.
Okay, I will get Craig,
sorry, Craig,
my IT analyst, to help you off the coaching, so that we don't give your iWallet away to somebody else by giving them your password.
Yeah,
it'd be loaded, and I wouldn't even know.
Have you set that up, by the way? Have you set your iWallet?
No, because I can't get on.
Okay,
I've tried. I have tried, and I think I've reset everything so many times that it's just thrown me out now. It's like,
So a word to everybody who will watch this recording: set your iWallet up, and if you need help with it,
do the monthly thing, do the iWallet, and write your password down somewhere.
Yeah,
before you get your new computer.
Oh, that's right.
Are you going to write like Ellie and I talked about the step by step, for dummies, Helo for Dummies? When you get your packet, this is what you do.
Have you watched? Is that in the Getting Started? It's not, is it?
No,
it's just the business side. I think what we need
particularly a New Zealand-based one.
Well, I think what we need is video. Like, I think a video is more powerful than a list. And what I really like about the Getting Started. Have you seen the Getting Started video?
No, I just keep going back to my letter.
If you okay, so what we have now as an extra tool is the minute we bring somebody in the business, we can send them to an hour's webinar, which gets them started in their business. Basically on our behalf. It's amazing, eh? It gives them, and it talks about the team developer promotion. So, the fact that if they choose to bring in 6 people in 7 days, they will get that global bonus pool. So you can watch ads at www.helo.life /getting started.
Right. Did that come out after I started?
Yes, it's a whole new thing. It's to go alongside the new Helo.life app, which is basically an application on your phone that is loaded up with all the text messages. So you literally just pick the category person and send it out. And that tracks back to your own site that you can set up. We've got the $19.97 package US.
Right.
And it's your entire website built for you, plus a lead funnel. So once somebody goes into the first video, you get told.
Right, okay.
Captures their information and then follows up with emails to them on your behalf, and tells you where they go, whether they go to the 7-minute video. They can buy directly through the site, can't they, rather than having to go into a whole new web page.
Yes, it was a bit clunky. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'll do, and that will just guide me through.
Yeah, I would watch the getting started video, because you know that's what you're at that mentally. You've done what we've done, and that is start on paper and suddenly go, okay, now I'm getting started.
Yeah.
You know, and you've already got your momentum.
Yeah, it took us about the same amount of time as you did for that.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good, because I sort of feel
we thought we were doing it, and then we realised that we weren't, because we didn't have complete confidence in what we were saying, because we didn't know it. We didn't know it as well as we thought.
Not just that, we had fear.
Yeah. Right. Well, I need to go now, or I will not have a marriage, and that's very important to me.
That's cool. Well, thank you for showing up. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. I won't be at tomorrow's, but it's.
Yeah, we'll push that one back a week and see if we can get more people to come. I just was taking a different route, you know, because on the health side, going directly in with the business wasn't working either. So I thought, okay, well, let's talk about diversifying income stream, because we all know how much it sucks to chase after clients.
Yeah.
We all know how harmful it is financially to only be able to make money when we've got our hands on a client. There's only so many hours in the day, and we get sick. We want to take holidays.
No, well, that,
paid for any of that.
I need to watch that, and like I say, I can sort of do 1 hour, but not 2 days in a row. I have to go.
No, that's cool. You take care.
All right, thanks very much, guys. You too.
Bye.
Bye.